Pantones. She doesn't need to pull her Pantone book out of her bag to know which colors she'd assigned to the drink. Swatch 9180. She lives by Pantone colors. They are blissful order, neat squares that tell a person exactly what to expect. No surprises, no chaos. Tess jumps as the bartender slams the bottle of wine onto the bar top in front of her with a hard stamp of disapproval. Tess is mid-sentence when he hurries off to surlier patrons. At least he left her the bottle. "You," she mutters, eschewing etiquette and propping both elbows on the lacquered surface in front of her before dropping her face to her hands. Even the bartender hates her, and why wouldn't he? She's terrible. Terrible Tess. She scowls. Fucking Atlas. He's the one who saddled her with the awful nickname after the whole carpeted wall debacle years ago. Usually, she's content donning the Terrible Tess moniker because it means she gets the job done for her clients. And rather than her interns, she takes Atlas's wrath. But tonight, that means she's in the boonies celebrating. Alone. Per usual. Rallying optimism, Tess closes her eyes and inhales deep, doing her best to focus on her big accomplishment of the day. The newly opened Gray and Grace Hotel in Nashville is the highlight of her portfolio. A popular country singer opened a bar on Broadway and selected her as head designer. A 2-year-long project finally finished. If this doesn't clinch her promotion at Atlas Rose Interiors, an internationally renowned celebrity interior design firm, nothing will. After the big reveal and the client walkthrough, Tessie offered to buy her junior design staff a round of shots. They looked at her like she was off her rocker. "Get a life, lady," one of the interns had grunted before the group of them trudged off. She opened her mouth to snap, "I have a life." Then, just as abruptly, she shut it. Sven, the intern, was right. She didn't have a life. She had a job and an angry boss, and her mood boards and Pantone chips. She has her records and a bubble bath and a glass of wine when she finds the time. Who could blame them? Who'd want to hang out with her after she'd barked orders all day? She barely wants to hang out with herself. It was that heart-twisting, face-slapping realization that had her spiraling, that made her grab her rental car keys and punch the gas and drive. Just drive, away from the city and onto dusty country backroads. In search of a reprieve, a second to be the so very not uptight, not so terrible Tess she'd come to be. And she found a bar where she doesn't have to be herself, a city where no one knows her, a night she doesn't have to hide behind her professional facade, where no one will call her terrible. Maybe her cousin Ash's words of wisdom, "Get lit, get loose, get laid," are worth considering. Because tomorrow, she goes back to the rat race that is Los Angeles. Tomorrow, she'll be Terrible Tess once more. She examines her gold-tipped nails and drains the remainder of her wine, refills the glass with a hearty pour. She loves her job. But for one night, she wants to forget. Make mistakes, have fun. Tessie never expected to put her entire life into a job. But here she is, 32 years old, and it's exactly what she's done. It's what she's good at, sleeping alone, working 16-hour days, keeping acquaintances, not friends, spending all her time in showrooms, lugging heavy containers of tile and fabric samples, scrambling to appease her clients, tearing out the most beautiful parts of ancient houses to make way for depressing gray floors and the same boring open-concept floor plans. Kissing Atlas's ass and refilling his Xanax prescription for a chance to make it as a senior designer. She chugs her wine. God help her. If the hotel she single-handedly designed doesn't get her the penny paint account, she'll fling herself into the Cumberland River. She'll float her way back to L.A., her perfect makeup ruined, a gorgeous corpse, but a dead, jobless, bloated corpse nonetheless. Still, her job might not love her back, but it doesn't break her heart. Work is her life, because Tessie can count on one hand the number of people who have left her, and if she folded all those fingers down, she'd make a fist, and fists fucking hurt. Her own money